Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about Kringle Candle Scary Movie Night. Now, this is one of 6 fragrances that will be offered as part of the Boo Crew collection, which will be launching on Friday, August 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Very cute labels. I think a lot of people are really excited by this label. I would have to say that this is probably one of my favorite labels as well. I am a crazy cat lady at heart. My mom was one, and my husband knows that I carry that like gene, and so he's always been like, no, only one cat at a time. And honestly, it's been okay to stick to that rule because my cat Ruby is 13 years old. We've had her since she was a kitten. She's a little female ginger, and she is extremely territorial. You can actually see her there in the background, reaching up because she wants to go out. But anyways, you guys, I am definitely on Team Cat when it comes to all of these cute labels. And yeah, I've got some thoughts about this candle because I love the label, but I've got some thoughts about this fragrance. Full disclosure, before we go any more into this review, the reason why I have this candle already is because Kringle did send this to me in PR very kindly of them. It was very kind of them to do that. As always, my thoughts are my own, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. So this candle will be available, like I said, on Friday, August 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will retail for $34. It is in this kind of like ombre jar packaging. We've got this cute label on it. It is a 100% soy wax formula. We've got 2 wicks, and I can't remember if I mentioned that it's 22 ounces of wax. So they're standard large tumbler style. Cute packaging here. These cats look like they are very scared, but also equally intrigued by whatever it is that they have on the television. And they've got a little bowl of popcorn there. They might be so frightened that they're afraid to eat it. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes on this candle. We have top notes of buttery popcorn, savory salt, toasty corn kernels, mid notes of sweet corn, velvety dairy cream, base notes of caramelized wood, warm musks, golden sugar resin. This candle, like the rest of the collection, has a pour date of July 15th, 2025. Okay, so I did mention in my cold sniff video that this fragrance was my least favorite upon cold because when I stuck my nose in this candle, I really did not like it. You guys, to my nose, I just kept smelling like ranch seasoning. To my nose, honestly, on cold, this smelled like ranch corn nuts, which ugh, gag a maggot. I'm sorry if you love those, but I in general don't like ranch seasoning. So, and those, I think I'm traumatized by like school lunches when I was a kid. Like my friends used to get those and open them up next to me, and I just felt like that like fragrance would hit my nose, and I just did not like it at all. And honestly, when I stuck my nose in this candle, I was like, oh no, that's like, I had like flashbacks. I was like, absolutely not. I will tell you guys though, I was like, I'm not going to burn this one at all. And I thought, nope, you know what? Let's go ahead and give it a try, set it outside, and go ahead and light it. So I did set it outside to light it the first time. And I will tell you that when I walked outside, it definitely takes on more of like a buttery popcorn type of fragrance. That's what this candle is. So if you are somebody who wants a popcorn scent, now the buttery note in here is definitely more of that artificial liquid butter that you would put on, say like at the movie theater. This is not like a nice, like freshly churned grass-fed butter. There's a saltiness to it. It is a savory candle. I get a little tiny bit of sweetness out of it. I will say, kind of like a kettle corn. But I personally would have preferred for them to go more kettle corn or even like caramel corn with this candle, because the buttery note for me it just doesn't hit my nose right, you guys. It's not for me. Now again, I'm saying that like I never have had the desire to have a candle that smells like buttered popcorn. I realize that there are a lot of people who probably do. So if you are in that camp, you would probably really enjoy this fragrance. I don't really get like any kind of like wood or resinous notes in this. There's nothing woody about it. This is a genuine popcorn gourmand type of candle. But again, it leans a lot more savory to my nose. Tiny element of sweetness, but I think that I would have liked this a little bit more if it were like an authentic kettle corn. It's that butter note for me that just kind of kills it. So again, if you caught my first sniffs, you're probably not surprised for me to have that opinion. Although I will say that I'm happy that it does not smell like ranch corn nuts upon burn. So if you happen to order this candle and you stick your nose in it, just be aware. Be aware, y'all. Like those were my thoughts about it on cold sniff. Okay, so we have a really deep wax pool, and that is because I initially lit this candle outside, and it is very, very hot. Today, I put it on my back porch, which is covered, but still, it's pretty toasty out there. So this developed a little bit deeper wax pool than some of my other candles. However, I have burned this candle inside a couple of times. We've got nice flames here. This one is also not burning too aggressively. We don't have any like puffs of soot or anything. It's burning nice and clean as the Kringle soy wax typically tends to do. I did notice here that I've got a little like ridge here on the label, just something that happens occasionally. I can't get over this label though, you guys. It's so super, super cute. Okay, strength and throw on this candle, you guys, it's medium. I would give it probably about a 5. It's kind of funny that like it's not performing as strongly for me as I thought it would, because on cold sniff it is just so strong to my nose. But upon burn, I would say that this one does a little bit better in a closed concept. It gets a little bit lost out in the living room. I might get a waft of it here or there, but it's not as low performing as, say, the what was the one I had reviewed earlier, the Howl at the Moon. Howl at the Moon is the lowest in terms of strength and throw out of all 6 of these candles. But surprisingly, this one is not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I feel like this one is kind of the next least strong, I guess. Which kind of took me by surprise just based off of cold sniff, because I felt like it was pretty strong. If you're going to burn this in a closed concept, I think you're going to be pleased with it. And again, you probably don't want this fragrance to be super, super strong, just because, again, it is an artificial butter note. And so I feel like if this candle were any stronger, it probably really wouldn't be well appreciated by a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe some people do like that really strong buttery note. I know that I wouldn't. But for me personally, you guys, this candle, the packaging is adorable. I love the packaging. So I'll give it like a half thumb up just because of the packaging. But the fragrance and the performance, nah, not really for me. So I can see myself passing this candle along because it is just, it's not my favorite. I don't really care for the fragrance, but I do know that there are people who will like it. I think I saw Brett, his review, like he said he wants this like in a 4-wick. He loves this fragrance. So everybody's different. Everybody has different fragrance preferences, but if you tend to fall in line with mine, I think that, probably might want to save your money. I had mentioned in, was it the Boo Hoo review? My top 3 fragrances from this launch are Boo Hoo, the Lil Devil, and Ghost Stories. Those are my top 3 fragrances. If you were to ask me which 3 fragrances should I purchase, and if you have similar fragrance preferences to me in terms of performance as well, those are the 3 that I would recommend. But the label on this is cute, so I will go ahead and give it a half thumb up. Let me know in the comment section down below if this is one that is on your wish list. Always curious to see what everybody's thinking. I know a lot of people are just gaga over this label. I can't get over. Clearly, I keep going on and on about it. But let me know. Let me know. Were you hoping that the performance would be a little bit stronger on this? Like I said, I think if you have a closed concept, if you're burning this in an apartment, or maybe you have a kitchen that is more enclosed, I think that you would like this fragrance. Like, I think you're going to be okay with that. But as for me, in the more open concept areas, it doesn't perform well. And truthfully, I don't really want a buttered popcorn fragrance in my bedroom. And those are the more closed concept areas of my house. So that is why I see myself moving on from this candle. So if you are planning to shop the Kringle drop next week, I do have an affiliate discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of your purchase with them. It is eligible for a commission, so please only use that if you are comfortable doing so. But yeah, it's cute labeled. That's what I'll say on this one. So please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.